Welcome back to the catch up here on Cris Cyborg's YouTube channel. I am James Lynch. She is Cris Cyborg. Cris, how are you?
I'm great, James. How are you doing?
I'm doing very well. It's always good to catch up with you. Always got to remind our audience to make sure you hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell. We do the show every week. We talk about a variety of different topics. And if you do those three things, it really does help out this channel a lot. Cris, let's start first with Pink Belt Fitness. It's something we talked about the last couple of weeks. Sounds like everything went really well. Just tell us your whole experience this past weekend.
It was an amazing weekend. We have 16 women training together, some fighters, some personal training, some wives, some a lot of girls like lawyers, a lot of different types. Some girls coming to check it out and then competing. So it was really nice to see all together, learn self-defense. Some coming to learn self-defense, some learning to some new techniques. Some girls learning, for maybe I want to do this for lose weight. So it was an amazing time together. It's nice. I always have the Pink Belt Fitness. I enjoy the moment. I meet new girls. And, we're looking for, this later in the year, go to Middle East, bring Pink Belt Fitness there. It's going to be cool. And, yeah, it's nice to get a woman together. It's really cool.
How many people came out this time around?
16 women.
Nice. Okay, that's good. Good group, and it's really great. And sticking with the women, they were front and center on the UFC card last Saturday. Erin Blanchfield, what an incredible win that was over Jessica Andrade, just 23 years old. She went out there and gets the second round submission victory. How impressed were you, Cris, as one of the greatest women fighters of all time?
I didn't have the opportunity to see the fight because I was staying with the girls at Pink Belt. But I hear about Jessica lost by choke in the back. And I hear some interviews for her. She's got a shorter notice, 2 weeks shorter notice. She really don't have the full camp. I hope she have the opportunity to have one fight full camp. She, for coming back and do great. Jessica, the one of the best fighters, the women's fighters in the world. She's doing great for the sport.
Yeah, no, it was really great to see. We got Bellator 291 coming up this Saturday. Who do you have in the featherweight fight? I'm sure you're going to be keeping an eye on that one. Sinead Kavanagh, Janay Harding. What's your pick on that one?
This fight is rematch. And then the fight before, Janay have one cut, and Janay got the win, the victory. So, one is very good boxer, the other one is a very good Muay Thai. So it's going to be very exciting fight. You're going to be strike fight, Let's see how it's going to be. I know Jenna, she's going to come from to New Zealand to fight there. Let's see, she's her team work everything well about cut weight, everything. But, it's going to be an exciting fight. For sure I'm going to be watching.
And some more announcements from Bellator. We hear now that Sara McMann, we have an opponent for her debut. It's not you. She's going to be fighting Arlene Blencowe. What do you think of that matchup?
It was nice, all good fights, Arlene Blencowe, you guys know she's, boxing champion, boxer, have a lot of experience, and she's going to fight the Olympic, Sara McMann.
Yeah.
And she's got a silver, in the Olympics and the wrestling. This fight, who get a stand, Arlene, keep the fight stand up, she can get the victory, defend the takedowns. The last fight, I didn't want to take down Arlene. But, if you really work, she's work her defense, keep the stand-up, I think she'll get a victory. And Sara McMann, I believe, she would like to take it down and keep the fight in the floor. So let's see who's going to be the best training camp for this fight. Be ready and going to get the victory.
Yeah, and we have a lot of big fights coming up. So I'm assuming one of the winners of the upcoming fights will probably fight you next, I would think, right?
I think if it's Sara McMann,
yep.
And to be more excited than Cat Zingano, maybe she's going to be next for the line. I don't know. Let's see. Cat Zingano being avoided to fight me for a long time. And maybe, let's see who's going to be the win. But it'll be a great fight. Arlene Blencowe, doing great too. Her last fight was cool. Everybody loved it. Let's see.
We got our Blaze.com pick of the week. We've got Jake Paul taking on Tommy Fury in Saudi Arabia. How do you think that fight goes? Who's your pick of the week?
I'm going to pick Jake Paul, at Blaze.com. And, this fight, everybody knows his brother, the Fury is a champion in boxing. So, but he's not going to fight for his brother, he's going to just watch it. Is it the worst? So when I watch my brother fight, I'm watching. It was the worst situation. I prefer to go fight. But, I hope he's ready. Jake Paul, he's punched really hard. When I watch Anderson Silva live against him, I saw his punch really hard. So it's going to be a great fight, and I'm excited for it.
Yeah, I'm excited as well. And normally I go against you on these Blaze.com picks. I'm going to stick with you on this one. I think Jake Paul wins, mainly because I've been wrong most of the time I do these. So I'm going to side with you this time. A bit of news we skipped over this last week. I completely forgot. Jens Pulver getting in the UFC Hall of Fame. We saw the video of him reacting to his induction. Jen's a pioneer. Just what was your reaction to seeing that? I thought it was great to see the UFC acknowledge him.
Yeah, really nice, James Pulver have the opportunity to be to the Hall of Fame. And they're really nice because the new fans didn't know him. So, but this is the opportunity for the new fans looking for everything he did for the sport. So they recognize for the young fans is really nice. They appreciate the job he did, and everybody don't know, remember, maybe don't know, this is the first MMA fighter did the boxing together, like pro boxing together. So he's having 4-0 in pro boxing. So I'm really happy. You see how happy he is receiving the message, when he's got it's really nice, really cool. Recognize he did a lot for sport. I think everybody deserves that.
Yeah, I agree. And I highly encourage any fans out there who haven't seen Jens Pulver fight, go watch it. He also had one of the best seasons of The Ultimate Fighter, if people remember. That was the season that Nate Diaz was on the show. So if you have a chance, go back on UFC Fight Pass and you can watch all that stuff. Yes. Before we get out of here, Chris, always got to plug the OnlyFans, the premium service. Premium service is CrisCyborg.com. You can sign up with Bitcoin. It's less than a cup of coffee. There's a lot of really cool exclusive content on there. OnlyFans as well. A lot of really good stuff there too. What do you got coming up, Chris? Why don't you let our audience know?
I'm going to Phoenix this weekend. I'm going to at one church, Living Water Bible Church. Nice. This Sunday. The service is going to be 11 a.m. It's in East Valley, Arizona. I'm going to be there and tell my testimony, my story. It's really nice, share it for everyone. If you'd like, I come to your city, to your church, send an email to me, CrisCyborgMMA.com. It's nice to share, for the people, encourage them. And it's not gonna be easy, but it's worth it. People work hard. So, and then I'm just gonna finish with you here, James. I'm gonna do the Prime service with the people on my website. And if you'd like to be with me next month, make sure you go to my website, sign up. It's a pleasure to be with you, share my day, my life with you guys.